and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Julia. So today I am going to show you how to make some Christmas tree meringue cookies. They are just delicious and quite easy to make, so let's get started. So what I'm going to use for my meringue cookies is some sugar, some pasteurized egg whites, some vanilla sugar, and if you don't have that you can just use seasonal vanilla powder. You can also just leave that out. And then I'm going to use some red, yellow, green and some brown food coloring paste. And then I have some different kind of tips here. I have one for the tree log in the bottom, and then some for the star, and some for the green-ish on the tree. And then I just have one with a very tiny hole. And I only have one of those, so I am basically going to, I should have used two, but I'm just going to cut a very tiny hole in one of my bags. And you can just pretty much just do it without these small here and just cut two tiny holes, and the same with the one for the tree. But I am also going to use some bags. You can use pie bags or regular food bags. That is really up to you. So what I have to do first is to whisk my egg whites stiff. So I'm just going to add them all into my stirring machine here. Just whisk. And now I'm just going to add in my vanilla sugar. And I'm just going to turn on my machine and then add in all of my sugar gradually. And then I'm just going to whisk until I have a nice and stiff meringue. So my meringue is now done, and what I did was just to take some small portions of it and add into some bowls, and then I still have a huge portion in here. The big portion here I'm going to color green, and then all the other portions here are going to be yellow, red and brown. So I am just going to do that, and afterwards I will place them all into some piping bags. So I have placed my colored meringue into my piping bags, and I'm just going to use 4 regular bags and 1 big piping bag. And for my tree here, or my green here, I have the big round tip, and then for my star I have a little star tip, and then for my red a little round tip, and then I'm just going to cut a tiny hole in my other yellow here, and then I have the long here for my brown. And now it's just all about piping out some trees. It is kind of hard to tell what I'm doing. You just have to look at it because it is very easy. And my oven is already at 90 degrees C convection oven. So my cookies are now ready to get into the oven. You will get around 18 Christmas trees. It really depends on how big or small you make them. And now I'm just going to place them in the oven for about 2 hours because I want mine to be completely crispy. And I thought I'm just going to let them cool down completely and then they are ready to be served. You can also keep them in an airtight container. So I really hope you enjoyed the recipe for my Christmas tree meringue cookies, and if you want to give them a go, just go down in my description and you can find all the ingredients down there. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel here, and I hope to see you all again tomorrow, and I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. Bye!